video, subscribe to my channel, yo, and welcome. This past weekend I was away on a fall little nice getaway, relaxing, different types of things, and Spirit came through with a message that was just so powerful, so needed to be heard, and so needed to be shared with the collective right now during this time. I am going to be doing a lot more of these channeled messages for y'all here. Reads will be back soon this week. So if you want me to, I might dress up for like Halloween kind of fun season too, boo, in regards to those reads in general. So let me know in the comments below if you want to see Jackie's Halloween costumes because it's kind of festive here. So some things right off the bat, for those of you that have been looking for a sign, for those of you that have been tested, for those of you that have been patiently working and waiting, balancing some different things in life, Spirit wants you to know that you are so powerful. And I keep getting these messages over and over and over and over again. And maybe you've seen them with my channeled messages here on my channel. But these have really been coming up in the collective energies the last 3 times that I have really done channeled messages for all of you. So some of the things that I just want to say right off the bat here are really you are powerful, and I just want to share with you what I was automatically writing here a little bit with Spirit. Maybe you need to get into some automatic writing, but there's just so many messages that are cleared that there are people threatened right now in the collective. And for those of you that have been staying in your lane, working on yourself and taking things one day, one step, one action at a time, Spirit's rewarding you. And they are also rewarding you by releasing these people from you if you don't release them from yourself, and also potentially, kind of moving things out of the way. So for a lot of you, it's like the path is clear. Like they're showing me literally a freeway right now, sunset, and like moving forward where there's like no cars trying to like come in front of you or your lane here. So that may be significant to you. I also pulled energy or cards on this energy as well, but let me just share with you this channeled message from Spirit because I think you're really going to like it. It's really, really good. So you are sovereign, you are powerful, you are creative, you are loved by yourself, and you know what's best for yourself. When people try to claim they know what's best for you without even knowing you, it's because deep down inside, they've got work to do. Hashtag projection energy, boo. They make it look like they're helping you with unsolicited advice when their feedback needs to be brought within themselves and to themselves first. Since you shine, people will want to dim your light. Your aura doesn't lie, and people don't always like that. Energy does not lie, but people do. They lie to themselves and wear rose-colored glasses to feel better. They lie and wear false masks when they deeply are hurting inside, so they don't have to be real. They lie to other people because they assume rather than ask you what you've done because they think they know what's best for you. This can be family members, friends, loved ones, colleagues, and even strangers here. They don't stop talking sometimes for you to even get a word in, which shows that you are not the issue and they have work to do. They talk, and talk, but don't take action in their life. That's why they're threatened by you, because you do take the action in your life. And that's, it's like a murder of crows cawking at you rather than pausing to listen to you. Their energies are harsh while yours are soft. They operate from dark when you operate from light. And because of that, they don't like you. They want to gawk, caulk, and constantly come at you. Let them go, let them be. They are not right for you, and their karma will play out for them too. You may not see it, hear it, or know it, but that's not meant for you. What is meant for you is to leave these karmic individuals, let go of their soul contracts and what they are meant to learn in this lifetime. That is not meant for you. What's meant for you is much bigger. Since you know your light shines bright, it is important to cut off those who dull it for good. When people try to suggest, tell, or shame you into doing something and you intuitively know that it is not for you, tell them. Share this gift and share this light and illuminate this to them and show them how this affects you and how this impacts you. Intention doesn't equal impact. Even if people are trying to help, they can do more harm than good. Tell them to stay in their lane. No, you don't like that, or no, I did not consent to this. You know what is best for you, and you always have, and you always do. Take pleasure in the fact that you've worked hard on yourself and you've seen things through. There will be more lessons, personal growth, and values to come. When these crows are strangers, what strange behavior? Strangers can also come in the form of family and friends, and a lot of times people think because I'm older, I am wiser, and therefore I know better. These people are the ones that have the most work to do. Since they cock like a crow, their spirit becomes cocky rather than confident. When people become cocky, it's because they want to debate, beg to differ, prove a point, or place their beliefs onto you. You're not cocky, you're confident, and that's why they want to manipulate it in your energy. You have nothing to prove, though. People can't see your movements, where you're coming from, and you may be hiding out from these individuals who've attacked you, and Spirit wants you to come out. Be your beautifully confident, soft energy that keeps chirping your good tunes and being chipper. It's okay to say no. It's okay to not argue. It's okay to hold back, but not to the point where you are completely hiding from these crows. You are safe. We are here to catch you. We love you. We see you. Call upon us for guidance. You are being recruited to level up spiritually and listen to the call of reconstructing your life. A lot of you have been doing this work, and we're proud. Others of you need to start to prioritize yourself and do this work. Let go of outdated patterns, cleanse people, and make way for something new. You have arrived. We're so proud of you. You're waking up and being called to help others too. I'm proud of you and I love you. And so after I got these like messages and downloads, like when I was doing this and writing this automatically and channeling this, I had like legit the sun pop outside and then it was dark, like as I'm writing these things here. And I heard like a little critter in the bushes here. I heard a bunch of crows cocking and gawking, like they would not shut up. And I feel like some of you are like, gosh, why can't these people just shut up and listen to me here? And I think a lot of you are going to just cut off these people who don't actually respect you enough to listen to you enough. And so after all of that, there was like this critter in the bushes and whatever. And so then I like, walked inside and then I started driving and I was like leaving and I saw a chipmunk and I was like, oh my gosh, that must have been the thing I heard in the bushes. And sure as shit, it was, because it was hiding in there, right? And so spirits like, stop hiding your light from people. And because you've worked on the darkness and the hard parts within your energies and within yourself, and people see that you're transforming that and alchemizing that into this lighter kind of maybe light worker. For some of you, you might resonate with that term here, others maybe not. It's like people don't like that. They see your aura vibrating higher at a higher level spiritually. And because of that, people want to energetically like tear you down, or they have done this, or they're just cock, talking, and they're so cocky. And they think because they are the loudest, they are the person, big ass blackbird out there, right? That is meant to be heard and listened to. They think you have to listen to them here, right? And you don't have to. Like, your inner guidance is what's most important here. And this is something where spirit is recruiting people within the collective to wake up, to experience ego deaths, to experience a spiritual awakening, to experience this new level of prosperity and abundance when your path is clear to cut off, let go, release these negative energy vampires that have been around and surrounded by you. And so for a lot of you, this is like spirit saying, hey, this is a lesson that needs to be closed now. And for a lot of people, this will happen in 2025, where they will be called to wake up a little bit more. And for other people, there might be different timelines with this. So again, just take what resonates with you. But even with this too, like I heard so much like during this time and had so many downloads simultaneously. So I had the download of like 1, 2, 3, 4, which is literally spiritually ascending. So for some of you, that's new beginnings, that's trusting your intuition, that's having the confidence, and that's working from a heart-centered space of being really stable, being firm, being grounded in your sovereignty and in your power here, right? For others of you, this is like the unlimited abundance here, knowing that you are limitless and knowing that these people cannot limit you anymore. We also had 000 show up, which again is like infinite, you know, brand new beginnings and opportunities. And it's like a cycle that some of you may have gone through that you're closing it. Others of you, it's opening up to these brand new beginnings. I also heard construction, car horns, crows, dog barking at the same freaking time. And so you've literally had to like navigate all these fucking roadblocks, all these people that try to like get in your fucking way to move forward here. And you like need to hold back your energies and refrain from them. You do have a lot of loyal and trustworthy people that are in your life and new people that are entering in your life, not ones that'll just want to tell you what to do and question you. No, these are people that actually are here and actually listening to you, and you feel validated and heard. Now, they also showed me two-faced people. There's people wearing masks and saying one thing and doing something in the next moment that may not be right or like true overall. I also had a lot about like, because you are becoming so powerful within yourself, you're taking pleasure in calling your power back because you are sovereign, because you know you are creating the life and the powerful destiny that you are about to step into. And so you know nobody else can take that away from you as much as they try, but then you might be like hiding yourself in the bushes or trying to play small or trying to like run away from this. I've caught beautiful birds like robins, swishers, a cardinal in my backyard right now. And they're just all flying about and doing their own thing. And maybe some of you really just need to fly about and do your own thing, or fly with new crowds of people and move forward with that. Red could also be significant. Maybe that's a family member, the root chakra, you know, money, income, whatever, different types of generational patterns and traumas that you are releasing and letting go of here too. But you are becoming more powerful. And I love that a cardinal came because I wrote power and pleasure, and cardinals literally talk about remember that you are powerful and you're stepping into this. But a lot of you, this is like the pleasure of like, I can create anything that I want. I can do whatever the heck I want to in this lifetime. And I know that no matter what, spirit is literally choosing me for this because I've worked hard for these blessings, these prosperity, these new streams of like abundance coming in here. And spirit has tested you and will still test you whether or not you actually want to move forward, if you're going like this between lanes and stuff, or you just want to go down the path on the highway that is the most clear route, that is the easiest, that is the fastest in regards of what is meant for you. So with other parts, I also wrote down self-love. You know what it is and it isn't, and what isn't intuitively good for you, and people don't like that. So people who don't like that you say, no, this isn't for me, no, I don't consent to that, no, I don't like this, they get threatened by that because they try to tell you what's best for you when you know what's best for you, and no one else can do those things. You know, doctors do this, therapists do this, chiropractors do this, personal trainers do this, you know, Reiki practitioners do this, psychics do this, you know, mechanics do this, like so many different career settings do this where you might need help from somebody. And you could also be someone that is like, I've tried that, I've tried that, I've tried that, I've tried that. Now I want to do what works for me because this has been consistently working for me. And so it's kind of like you taking your power back just by saying no. And people then don't know how to like respond to you or how to treat you because it's like leveling up. And because of that, and your energy is like literally leveling up because you love yourself and you respect yourself, the more and more that confidence grows, people don't know how to actually talk to you, how to treat you. And because of that, they then get nervous by you, threatened by you, and they just want to come back and shame, blame, tell you what to do when you're like, nah, that's not for me, bro. Okay. I also had like the word walking. So I feel like a lot of you are walking away from certain situations and like claiming stake in your power in something new here. Also, coins and like empty change could be around you during this time. So like pay attention to that. That could be ancestors showing you a sign, guides showing you a sign, literally great signs. Like when you're thinking about something, it's like, oh my goodness, I found this quarter over here. Oh my gosh, $20 in this random wallet that I forgot I had, right? And we also had mirror, and it was really the download and message of who really needs to take a look at themselves here. Like, is this me or is this you? It's like that Bruno Mars song, I think it is. Is this me? Is this you? And it's like, don't take on other people's energies at this time, boo. And then I also had seen a daddy long leg before I did this. And daddy long legs, spiders specifically represent the weaving of the fates here. So again, the Wheel of Fortune is that card in the tarot. Maybe you're a Sagittarius, maybe by Sagittarius season, something major will happen here. You could have Sag in your chart too, or you've just been believing and holding out, like, I know that I'm going to keep going. I know that like I have to maybe hide some things in this bush here from myself and like protect myself as this chipmunk. And when these crows want to gawk and gawk and gawk, I will come out and step into the light here, and I will be in the spotlight, and I will show them how freaking hard I worked for these things. Because some people don't realize how difficult it is to work on yourself, as well as the things that you might be working on and helping others with, or things that other people might be helping you with if it's hard for you to ask for help here. And so some of you, it's like you were staying hidden in these bushes here. Maybe you were comfortable, maybe you were scared, maybe you were nervous, maybe you were like, I'm just waiting for this grand moment, like this aha Cinderella ball moment to like come out. Maybe you're coming out party, whatever, or maybe something around the holidays, right? To like tell people what you're actually doing. And Spirit wants you to show people what you're doing, not tell them, because this chipmunk wasn't really noisy or anything, and it popped out when it needed to. And once you spot it, it's very swift in its movements. It's very quick, and it is moving forward. But you don't always have to hide in these places and spaces like from these crows. However, you can truly take the things that those crows said, about you, gawking at you, cocking at your cocky people in your life, and create from it and turn it into something so freaking beautiful here, right? The other messages that really came up with all of this, there's just so many. And so this is really the time that Spirit wants you to be mindful of who are these karmic individuals in your life? Who do you need to cut off, and who do you need to let go of for good here, okay? Crows spiritually mean the secret magic of creation is calling, which I thought was so beautiful because I literally wrote, you are creative here, right? But there was something where this says, the crow was the smartest of all birds. And what I mentioned was, because some people think they're like older, that means they're wiser, and that isn't always the case or true. So if anybody is being cocky, in your life because of their age or some sort of like title or some type of, mentality that they have with their pride and their ego, or even yourself, right? Like, it's important to be very mindful of this and when it comes up. But crows intrigue us and they aggravate us. There's mysticism and mythology. So this is something to be aware of and to be mindful of. If you are hearing crows and you're thinking about something like, oh my gosh, should I cut off this person in my life? And you hear a crow, Spirit's probably saying, yeah. Yeah, bitch, you should. Versus like other things where if you're thinking, should I move forward with this brand new idea and reach out to this person for help here? And there might be a crow gawking at you. Like, that can also be yes. Like, you have the magic in you to create this mysticism and this powerful lifestyle that you're stepping into. With chipmunks, I don't remember what they mean specifically. So let me just look that up here. Balance work and play to enjoy treasures of earth. Keep creations. Shut up. Creations. If you can see that here. I don't know. It's backwards. Protected and out of sight. Trust what you hear in others' voices. So it's kind of like the energy of like, you know, what I said in this download of energy, it doesn't lie, but people do here. So if there's some sort of idea, creativity that needs to be protected here in regards of something that, you know, you have chosen to do and really step into, then it's important to just be mindful of who you are sharing and who you aren't sharing that with, and really protect these ideas during this time here. It's like working in silence for your success here overall. With the messages, let's talk about the cards that I pulled. So I had Behold Beauty on here, which says, when you insist that the world is hostile and others are your enemies, don't be surprised that it is so. Self-fulfilling prophecies, fortunately, work both ways. You could be seeing toads a lot, frogs a lot, whatever. So this is like the energy of feeling like you're stuck with negative people, stuck like you're with karmic individuals. What are you doing to attract those people here, right? And some of you do need to reevaluate your relationships here overall. You can be 29 going through your Saturn return here, but this is like that root chakra here and that assertiveness, solar plexus, to move forward with these things. It is time to reevaluate your present circumstances and begin to make changes where changes are needed. Your cover photo, current energy, says, remember who you are in collaboration right here. You carry stardust in your bones and your ancestors' wisdom in your blood and the whole universe in your soul. Know yourself and nothing will bring you down. So this is literally the message of self-love. You know what is best for you. You are powerful. Remember who the F you are and stand into that, especially collaboration. If you are collaborating with other people, or if you are just going to other people for things in life. But this says, say yes to the exciting new opportunities and partnerships that are on their way to you now. So for a lot of you, this is connections and communities. And for others of you, this is making sure that you're shining that light, like I said, to illuminate these situations to people and how they're showing up with you, how they're treating you, how they're telling you like what to do, and why you're chosen to do this light work here, okay? And for future energy, we have you decide and share your gifts. So what are the things that you've been wanting to do but you've been holding back on? What are your gifts here? What are your talents here? What are the things that your heart's desire like longs for in your soul here, right? And foxes are also sneaky. I feel like some of you might be leaving a career or a position. You're like, bye, 9 to 5, I'm done, right? And how are you holding back your actual gifts of what you want to be doing in this life versus staying stuck here in a situation? But this says, don't give up. It's okay that things don't always feel easy and effortless. Some of the best moments happen in life after hard times. So keep believing in yourself. Keep believing. Keep focusing on mindset work, limiting beliefs, subconscious programming, ego, identity, law of attraction stuff here, and share your gifts. Get ready to see the movement when you choose to share your gifts. So some of you, again, this is like this light that's being illuminated. This is literally being chosen like to wake up, to go through an awakening period. You have life force energy in you, brand new beginnings with the ones here overall. It's time to engage in activities that rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul here. So really balancing, because there's a divine plan here overall, and spirit is coming in at play. Your soul has a master blueprint of what life paths hold within it. It'll never steer you in the wrong direction. Oh my gosh. Like I was freaking saying with the gosh darn freeway thing, right? Going and moving forward into this. So really rejuvenate your mind, your body, your soul, the things that you want to do. And overall energy here is I am just laughing here. You decided underneath that, the beginning. Like, you're literally being called to wake up to begin something new. There's still time to adjust or start over. Feel life flowing freely through your being. All your wishes can come true in the creative potential of a new beginning. And you decide when you give yourself freely, expand your energy. If you only give to get, it'll feel like a burden or drain. So be genuine, give from the heart here. So your heart chakra, be mindful of like what you are giving your energies to. Time, money, friends, relationships, strangers, people that are in your life, not in your life, staying in your lane too. And maybe not allowing for other energies to just come back in so easily for some of you. Out of the Positively Present deck, we had make time for meaningful contemplation here. So this is like swinging into something new and kind of quantum leaping, making big changes, whatever you want to call it, moving forward here overall with these brand new beginnings. And the overall energy, which I freaking love, showed up on the deck. Shine a light on what's working well for you today here, okay? So see how I was saying, like, you are this light here, and you are this person that gives so much and is such a light, and your aura is magnetic that people just don't like it. They want to like dim it. They want to like almost have the dimmer be down on the light switch is what they're showing me. And Spirit's like, no. We need this person to be present, to wake up, to know that they were chosen for this, to share their light for some reason, right? And it's not about completely avoiding the dark. How did you transcend the dark? How did you get through those hard times? How can you share that? And also do it in a way that really shows people like, there was always some light at the end of the tunnel here, right? So this is something beautiful in the fire energy, the passion, the creativity, the sun energy here overall. And I feel like because you have really worked on yourself, other people don't like it. And that's why they want to, like, your light and your aura is so big that they just want to like dim it. So it just gives me the vibe of like a negative energy vampires, clearing karma this year, letting go and releasing of these things and people that don't confine you anymore. For a lot of you, it would be good to be really working with crystals right now, using them for daily intentions, goals, manifestations, meditative practices to enhance your sleep, different kinds of things you're working on. And we also have creation here. And I wrote as my third line here, like legit, now is the time to create. You have untapped creative potential. Do it now, right? So Spirit's going to be creating these new opportunities for you if you don't create them for yourself. So for some of you, I've been talking about this energy for months here with the rise up, rise out. Maybe go back and watch any of my other channeled messages here. And for others of you, this is like the time to put in the action, to take it and to really move forward now. Spirit is like saying the path is clear, the freeway is clear. Like, let's move forward here with these different kinds of things. So we will just shuffle some of these out. Y'all have to let me know if this resonates with you. Drop me a heart in the comments below and help my channel grow so then more people can really get this message. Like, this is changing your life because you chose it to change your life here, energetically, spiritually, financially, mentally, and emotionally. So most important messages. Thank you. We have inner strength. Yeah, a lot of you might resonate with fairies, butterflies, wings, but your angels are around you during this time. Don't lose yourself in the things you can't change. Focus on the things you can change. Attitude, mindset, and energy. You've got everything you need. Yes. And we have pursue happiness coming out. So follow, like I was saying, your true north, what you enjoy, what you love here, okay? Never apologize for what brings you joy. Only you understand where you truly belong and where you can find your safe space. Follow your bliss, and authenticity attracts here, okay? Very beautiful. And see how this is like such a green heart chakra, like colored here, and the magnetism of these person's eyes and like the light in there. It's so freaking gorgeous. Being authentic attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones. When you stay true, you naturally filter out those who don't align with your path. Literally, that's what I was saying, okay? And what do you want? Overall energy, because the door is open. It's going to be wild and wonderful, and Spirit wants to freaking give it to you, okay? If you react negatively to the success and joy of others, it's a sign that you want more for yourself. Don't hold yourself back and expand your comfort zone here. And pure intention can open doors in the universe and make the impossible possible. Believe deeply in goodness and watch the magic happen. Hello, Chris. Thank you for being here. So really, like, pursuing what gives you strength, pursuing what makes you happy, and being real with people, being honest and real with yourself, and what do you want moving forward. For some of you, this could be doing with matters of the home here. You could be traveling. This says your home and family members require your attention and loving care. We also have balancing act here, 38. So you may be putting all your time and energy into one area and neglecting others that need immediate attention. And that really does feel like, what is your happiness? What is it that you are meant to do and pursue right now? What are the things that bring you pleasure and bliss? And we have, false assumptions. This is simply a misunderstanding. Let go of the need to be right here, okay? So, and we have the bumpy ride. Don't be afraid to make a change, regardless of how hard you perceive it. It can be fun for you to allow it and let go of resistance to it here. So letting go of people's, false assumptions. And this is the thing that I was talking about when it comes to people just act like they know you when they don't even know you, like the audacity, boo. You know what I mean? So before I did this like channel download and message and everything like that, when I was up north, I had, a massage, and I had it booked for like 90 minutes just to relax, because it'd been months, y'all, since a massage. And I was talking to this person, this masseuse, and she was like, oh my God, we should totally trade in stuff in business and sex therapy and blah, 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 and all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting out of some things and like making some pivots right now. And I'm kind of figuring some things out with this. And quite frankly, like, y'all, sex therapy is not cheap. It is not cheap. And so many people think it is not a skill. It is such a skill to master a craft here. So this person had a false assumption that I would just trade services when they give a physical energy exchange, right? They do things with their hands. They work with these things. I give a mental and emotional energy exchange, which can be very fulfilling, and it can also be draining. And so that's why it's important to protect your energy, as well as me saying no. So people aren't allowed to just assume things about me here, right? Then this person, made a false assumption that I would want Reiki as a chakra balancing part of my massage. I didn't. Okay. This person was very spiritual. And then she gave me, some feedback at the end of this. And she did not consent or she did not ask for my consent here with that. And she said, first and second chakra, we're definitely active and on fire. And your throat chakra, you have such a beautiful ability to listen, but you also want to be able to just speak your truth and do these things. I'm like, yes, absolutely. And she was like, well, you got into sex therapy because of your trauma. And I was like, okay, so we're just assuming that because I'm a sex therapist, that's all I work with is sexual trauma. That's post-traumatic stress disorder, the big T, and that I had been sexually assaulted or traumatized or abused or something like that in my life. So this person had the biggest false assumption about me. And a lot of times people do this. They think sex therapy is sexual abuse therapy and recovery. And that is not my jam. That is not what I do. And I always refer that shit out, boo. And so this person's energy, changed from, oh my God, we should totally trade services, to I worked on you and I did chakra balancing, and, you could really use some different types of DNA programming and reframing your thoughts and doing these things. And, have you listened to this person? Have you not? And I really wish you all the best. So I'm like, okay, clearly this person is projecting this person that they believe is like God spiritually and cream of the crop when it comes to mindset, mental health, and different types of programming, which I've read their stuff. I don't align with it and I don't like it because this person person is not a part of the therapy field and they legit rip off psychology and they're a wannabe therapist out there. And I told this person, no, I don't like that person. I don't resonate with their readings and I don't resonate with this stuff. So this person, first off, did not ask for my consent in regards of doing Reiki, right? So there's like this spiritual consent that people will talk about with, you need to ask their higher self if they want this, right? However, the physical body, this vessel, I am a part of it, right? And that's something where I would have much more appreciated it if that person asked me rather than just did it. Because when you don't ask people to have autonomy over their sovereignty, you take their power away. And this is something where I told this person, okay, nope, don't like that. Nope, don't appreciate that, whatever. And she made a false assumption about me, who I am, what I do, and why I do it, which is not the truth. And so this is where Spirit's saying, don't let people talk, and be cocky towards you. When you've worked on yourself, you've been confident, and you've done these things here, okay? And this was clearly this person projecting, certain types of things onto me, in which case I was like, this is not okay here. And when it comes to other helping people out there, if you are a masseuse, a Reiki practitioner, a spiritual entrepreneur, a psychic, or you are not specifically like a coach, a guide, or a therapist, a mentor, someone that is truly there and someone's asking you for those services or that type of help, don't give it. Don't give that unsolicited advice. You are doing more harm than good in that situation. It's going to affect you inadvertently or advertently, in your life someday. It just will. And so when people just want to tell you what to do when you already know what you're going to do, it's one of those things of projection, and they just think they know what's better for you when you know what's best for you. And you don't need to have that validation, affirmation, or external feedback from other people unless that's what you go for and unless that's what you are paying them for. And so again, it's this energy of stay in your lane here, right? And for those of you that have been staying in your lane, Spirit is like, you are chosen and meant to ascend, meant to move forward, meant for these blessings, and they're taking off and coming closer to you than you can imagine. But the people that are trying to cut you off, get in and outside of your lane, like hop all these other lanes that are not theirs, are not going to be receiving this. And this is their lesson. And this is, the karma that you may not see because you might be so far ahead of them on the freeway, and they might be so far back that you may be like, I don't even know what happened. And that's okay. That's not meant for you to know. And sometimes you don't need to know what happens when people get their karma, because you are meant for something better. You are meant to wake up. You are meant for a better lifestyle. And you are meant for a better living and purpose here. Okay. So that's my tangent of what happened. And I thought I would just share with all of you and be shameless with this fucking truth, because people think it's okay to not ask people for consent, even on like something that could spiritually help them, right? And so this is me to encourage you. I talk to all my clients about this. How do you advocate for yourself? How do you say, no, I don't consent to that? If it's at a doctor's office, a dentist's office, if it's something with another therapist, another coach, another provider here, like, you are powerful. And this is something that Spirit wants you to know, like, step into this and start speaking out against this here. Has it been a bumpy ride? Yes, but you can let these people go. It's like the line of this that said, let them go, let them be. They're not right for you, and their karma will play out too. So that's that. Energy vampires here. Like I said, some of you have been dealing with these. For others of you, you have been releasing these. And for some of you, this is going to be a challenge in the future too. But let go of the people and things in the past that do not serve you. It's for your highest good. Come to my Protect Your Energy workshop. It is Tuesday, October 29th, or whatever that Tuesday is. So I will link that below. But shine bright this whole freaking read here. Don't dim your light. Turn it up. Shine brightly. Be confident and keep sparkling. Some of you could really use water during this time. setting intentions, staying hydrated. Make sure that you are really taking time. Shut up, I set intentions here, okay? Staying hydrated, but some of you do need to set more intentions for your day, as well as the energy, where you're giving it, where it's going, where it's moving towards in the future too. For a lot of you, a birth chart reading could be really good for you for this future, route, path, self, and where you're moving forward with your destiny and your life purpose here. Definitely look at different messages, different lessons that you might be playing out karmically because of karma, because of energy vampires, because of people, because of things that shows up in the birth chart. We also have sacral chakra. Now is the time to create pleasurably, and sexual exploration are present, and pleasure here. So really doing what you want overall. Heart chakra here. Practice self-compassion, love, kindness towards yourself and others here. We talked about that. And clairvoyance. So beautiful. Because I was talking about they're showing me this, whatever, right? So a lot of you are receiving third eye activations during this time, psychic downloads, dreams, orbs, and images and symbols to you. So watch out for those and what spirit has to say to you. Letting go. This is the whole thing. A lot of you, this has been stuff that you've been needing to let go of from the past, and people specifically. So I'm going to say it again, come to my Protect Your Energy workshop. Continuing to do what's best for you and letting go of those who don't deserve you or things that don't deserve you. Shut up in music, because I said chipper, like keep being chipper with your tune here. So listen to high vibe music, hertz frequencies, and solfeggio frequencies here overall when it comes to releasing, upping your vibration, and working on certain things, and letting go of the people, the places, the things that don't deserve you and are not meant for you anymore or at all here, okay? This is divine intervention here. There are things we're doing behind the scenes on your behalf. We've got your back. There's some major changes ahead, and that's why you were chosen for this. You're chosen for more abundance, blessings, and prosperities. Again, a lot of you are dealing with psychic attacks, dream attacks, people attacking you and your energies. So practice spiritual protection now. My workshop is linked below. Love to see you there, yo. And growth, it's because a lot of you are growing into something brand new here. Not everyone can come with you and is destined for who you are and what you do. Yeah. So this is your collective channeled message download read for anyone that is ever afraid. If you are ever afraid to pursue your inner happiness, if you are afraid to get what you want, know that you're chosen for this. Know that you are attracting this, and know that you are going to be in a time of spiritual rejuvenation and rejuvenating yourself. This is a brand new chapter here overall. New ways, and this is the next phase of things coming in. So like this video, help my channel grow. Remember, you are shining freaking star here. It's time for you to take the front and center stage here, okay? And make sure to share this video with anyone that could really use these messages here too. We'll get one final positively present, or three. So we have embrace the creativity you have within you. I love that. So beautiful. It doesn't have to be just art. It's just anything you are creating in this lifetime here, okay? The relief that you're seeking is already within you. And we have guard yourself against negativity and start focusing on gratitude here overall. And do your best to stay grounded and in touch with your own growth here, okay? There could be something with the full moon, new moon that's coming up. The next one is a full moon overall here. So Shameless Squad, thank you for being here. Drop me a heart in the comments below. Like this video. Come back to this read at any time that you feel like, am I meant to do this? Am I destined to do this? You are pursuing your happiness. You are attracting better. There are new beginnings coming in, and Spirit literally is showing you that the path is clear. The road is clear. There's no blockages here, and you are meant to move forward and release these different types of cocky energies in your life, and you stay confident. Thank you so much for being here. Stay tuned for more. Stay shameless.